Colleague Bret Baier talks with one expert on cybersecurity about what industry leaders are doing to protect small and medium-sized businesses from potentially devastating attacks.
Shannon, thank you. Cyber attacks, a major issue not only for the government but for businesses. Joining us now, Kiersten Todt, Managing Director of the Cyber Readiness Institute. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Brett.
You have this new program that really businesses can take a part of to help them deal with cyber attacks potentially. It launched today.
Yes, exactly. So this is an output of the Commission on Enhancing National Cybersecurity, and two of the leaders of that commission, Samuel Palmisano, the Vice Chair of the Commission, and Ajay Banga, the CEO of MasterCard. I serve as the Executive Director. They came together when we were finishing the end of the commission to say, what are the efforts that we want to continue with, and specifically focusing on small and medium-sized businesses. So this program focuses on providing free tools and resources for small and medium-sized businesses that help them become more cyber ready, create a culture of cybersecurity.
Last week we saw in the news, China hacking Navy contractors. The U.S. military is under attack all the time, but businesses are bombarded as well, always.
Right. Well, the Navy contractor, it's the latest example of the multi-year effort by the Chinese government to target this nation's defense industrial base. But the key lesson from this is the fact that all companies need to be paying attention to their supply chains, and small businesses are a critical component of global supply chains. So CRI was created to help those small businesses become more secure so that they can be a more secure component of the value chains.
And it's free.
It's free.
That's a good bonus.
It's a great bonus.
What is the government, or can the government do more to kind of help this process go forward?
So the government has a lot of efforts underway in outreach. The Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Commerce, and recently Congress passed legislation that tasks the National Institute of Standards and Technology to work with small businesses to come up with a public-private approach to helping small businesses. And I think the key whenever we're dealing with the private sector and industry is to ensure that government is working together and that the solutions are collaborative.
Because it's only increasing, right? I mean, the hacks, the attacks, it's only stepping up.
Exactly. And so when we see a new event and we talk about how this is the worst we've ever seen, that's only going to happen because we continue to the tactics, the techniques, the procedures improve with time.
Now, China is obviously a big factor here, but there are all kinds of actors, right?
There are all kinds of malicious actors. And, we look at all the breaches that we've seen, most recently Marriott. And I think what we need to step back and take a look at is we're recognizing that personally every individual has information that has become vulnerable. And what this means now is that individuals have to start taking more responsibility for the security of their data. And what that also means is that when we as consumers are choosing airlines, hotels, cars, that we need to start seeing security as a distinguishing factor and something that we'll pay more for because it's important to us because we want to secure our data.
How do businesses take advantage? Where do they go?
So www.cyberreadinessinstitute.org, and there's in the upper right-hand corner, there's a login and a register icon. So you just sign up and you'll have access to the 5-step program for free.
Okay. And the hope is that they take advantage of it to really improve security, not only for them, but for others.
Exactly. The hope is that we impact ecosystems and global value chains, of which small businesses are key factors.
Okay. Kiersten, thanks so much for being here.